Good day, everyone. Before we start, let us have a short activity called Guess My Language. I need three volunteers. Each volunteer will say, Good morning, everyone, using a different language. Now, listen carefully and try to identify the language they use. After the activity, let me ask you few questions. Very good. This activity shows us that learners may have different language backgrounds, which can affect communication and learning in the classroom. Our topic for today is the challenges in implementing bilingual education policy and mother tongue based multilingual education in ESL classroom. We will look at the different challenges teachers may experience and how these challenges can affect teaching and learning. These are the objectives for today's discussion. English as a Second Language, or ESL, is the teaching and learning of English by learners whose first language is not English. In the Philippines, English is widely used in education and communication. Teachers need to consider learners' first language and the level of English when teaching. What is BEP? BEP stands for Bilingual Education Policy. It promotes the use of Filipino and English in the Philippine education. Its goal is to help learners develop skill in both language and use them appropriately in education. Next is MTB-MLE, which means Mother Tongue Based Multilingual Education. It uses the learner's mother tongue as an important language of instruction, especially in the early years. Filipino and English are developed as additional language. In the Philippines, MTB-MLE was institutionalized through DepEd Order No. 74, Series of 2009. Although these policies aim to support learners, implementing them can be challenging. These are the 8 major challenges. The first challenge is teacher preparation and proficiency. Teachers need proper training to teach learners with different language and different levels of English. If teachers are not well prepared, it can be difficult to provide effective language support. So, teachers need enough training, knowledge, and skills to handle multilingual classrooms. The second challenge is limited learning materials. Sometimes, teachers do not have enough materials written in the learner's mother tongue or local language. Because of this, teachers may need to create, translate, or adopt their own materials. This can also increase the teacher's workload. The third challenge is linguistic diversity. The Philippines has many languages and dialects. In one classroom, learners may have different mother tongues. Because of this, teachers may find it difficult to choose which language to use when explaining lessons and communicating with others. The fourth challenge is the transition from the mother tongue to English. Some learners may understand a lesson in their mother tongue but have difficulty explaining their ideas in English. This does not always mean that they do not understand the lesson. They may simply need more time, practice, and support to use English. The fifth challenge is code switching. Code switching means using or changing between two or more languages during communication. For example, a teacher may explain an English word using Filipino or the learner's mother tongue. This can help learners understand difficult ideas. However, teachers should also give learners enough opportunities to practice using English. The sixth challenge is that learners have different levels of English proficiency. Some learners may speak English confidently, while others may need more support. Because of this, teachers can use different activities, examples, visual aids, and additional practice based on the learner's needs. The seventh challenge is assessment. Sometimes a learner understands the lesson but has difficulty explaining the answer in English. Because of this, teachers should consider the learner's language level when preparing assessment. The goal is to measure what learners actually understand, not only their abilities to express answer in English. The eighth challenge is policy and classroom implementation. Having a policy is not enough. Teachers also need proper training, learning materials, school support, enough resources, strategies for multilingual classrooms. Without this, it can be difficult to properly implement BEP and MTB-MLE. These challenges can affect both teachers and learners. For learners, they may experience difficulty understanding the lesson, difficulty expressing ideas, limited English practice, and equal participation. For teachers, they may experience increased workload, difficulty preparing materials, difficulty teaching learners with different language level. Therefore, language challenges can affect the overall teaching and learning process. So, what can teachers do? Teachers can use the mother tongue when necessary, gradually increase the use of English, create localized and meaningful learning materials, use different activities based on learner needs, give learners enough opportunities to practice English, provide feedback and support, consider learners' language backgrounds. The goal is to help learners understand the lesson while gradually improving the English skills. To summarize, ESL focuses on teaching and learning English for learners whose first language is not English. BEP promotes the use of Filipino and English, while MTB-MLE uses the learner's mother tongue as an important language for learning. However, implementing this in ESL classroom can be challenging because of different languages. English proficiency level, limited materials, teachers' preparation, and assessment. As a future teacher, we need to be flexible, patient, and responsive to our learners' language needs to help them achieve better learning. That ends our discussion about challenges in implementing BEP and MTB-MLE in ESL classroom. I hope you learned that language plays an important role in teaching and learning. Thank you for listening.